I'm not sure if it's okay. Here we are. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, Google's changed it up these Hangouts now on air, where I think there's supposed to be some applause or something.
Really?
Maybe yeah, I think there's an app that you have and it's on by default, but I don't have that app loaded, so we won't hear it. But anyway, thank you. Welcome everyone. This is the Team Certainty and Power Network Wednesday night training session for prospective new members. Welcome for stopping in and viewing us tonight. We'll give you an hour's worth of content. We're not going to keep it to an hour tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but everyone is really pressed for time right now tonight, and it's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk about iPAS. We're going to do some screen share, and let you see prospective members how good this iPAS back office is. Chris Jones really did an excellent job, and the conversion, you'll see the conversions in my back office, some money that I've already made, and on the first day, basically, they've been open live. They had some problems with some servers, and like most launches have, and got it all switched, and it's all straight. But we'll let people kind of trickle in and get coffee and whatever else they need to, and we'll get started here in a minute. Mr. Irondale Richards is a little bit under the weather today. He's not going to make it with us. But I do have with me Mr. Gary Smith. Hello, how are you doing, Gary?
Good. Hey, guys.
All right, good. Anything going on in your neck of the woods? Just let burn a few minutes here. Let people get settled. Did Boise State win this week?
Yeah, our entire offense is one running back, and they are just working him to death, and he's never going to make it through the season. It's scary. I mean, when you got your whole offense revolving around one player, you got problems.
There's another running back that's got a few problems in there, Ray Rice.
Yeah,
he's in a world of hurt. So, domestic violence. It's kind of crazy. NBA, I think, are full of thugs, and the NFL is right behind them. Talking to a buddy today, how many felons are actually in the NFL, and normally, where else would a felon go? NBA or NFL,
Yeah.
They're smart, but okay, well, normal stuff, economy, there's a lot of stuff going on in business. As I've said before, in Hangouts before, that, I believe there's the amount of wealth that's going to be created, in the next 20 years is going to stagger people's minds. And where there's so many people that are doom and gloom, I'm exactly on the opposite side, of the spectrum. And I believe there's the amount of wealth that's going to be created, in the next, 15, 20, 25 years is going to rival the complete wealth that has been developed so far, in our world. And that's how strongly I feel about it, and it primarily due to computers. But there's a lot of things coming of age, like these smartphones and new technologies that are just right around the corner. I've seen some of it, and it's staggering. Televisions. I don't know. Have you seen one of these TVs they have now? That you got a 42-inch screen TV. That's not 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
It's like an inch and a half thick. The whole thing. And soon, it's thickness of a quarter. But, that's new technology, and I think anytime people get displaced because of technology, it's a good thing, because jobs will be created for that person down the road. And that's what's happening right now with new technologies. They're displacing a lot of people, and those people are out on the streets looking for jobs, and, more technology is going to be created, and jobs and positions for these people. So that's my take on it. So anyway, we're lucky we're here with Empower. We also do other things. And I also say every Hangout too. We do these Google Hangouts twice a week. We do them this time period from 8 to 9 Central Time, as well as Saturday mornings, from 9 to 9:30. 11 to 11:30. This Saturday morning, I'll be traveling. I doubt I'll be able to make it, and Gary and Mr. Irondale Richards, health permitting, we'll be here to host the show. So let's go ahead and get on to it. Gary, tonight, the topic is iPAS2, and just so the viewers know this, iPAS2 is a platform developed by Chris Jones and the leaders of the Prosperity team. The original iPAS1 was specifically for Prosperity team, of which Team Certainty is part of. But now the iPAS2 is open to everyone in Empower Network, and it's a platform that tracks and does your sales mechanism and training for new members. We're going to do some screen sharing here in just a little bit. I'm a black member, which means I'm all in with all the Empower Network products, and I have all of the iPAS2 products as well. And so it's you're at the highest level. I also have a PBA, which is a personal business associate or assistant that does all my closing and all my selling and all the communication with my prospective new members. So all I really do is drive traffic into the funnel, and that's really all I do. And what this has allowed me to do with iPAS2, being at the black level, you can only do that at the black level. If you're not at the black level, then you have to do the closings, you have to do the communication with all your vendors or all your prospective customers, and it's actually not too terribly difficult because of all the tracking and how they do it in the iPAS back office, which we'll show you in just a minute. But having a BPA or a business personal assistant there, working my business in the back office of iPAS2 frees me up to do the other things that I want to do. So we'll get into that here in just a minute. But Gary, have you made it into the back office of your iPAS? I know you've had some things you kept you out of your office this week, but have you had a chance to get into the back office of your iPAS2?
Yeah, it's a sweet thing. I mean, it's everything that we thought it would be, and it's funny because you mentioned it earlier. At the beginning of this, we've had the classic launch syndrome, which is always a good thing when you crash servers. They had like 5,000 people sign up yesterday and crash servers and this, that, and the other, and then had to roll over to some bigger platforms to handle the wave. And Chris Jones is just riding high, now because his baby's finally out there, and it's going to be one of the biggest producers on Empower Network, and people that don't get hooked up to this are going to get left behind. It's just going crazy. And what a sweet thing, because we all knew it, and we knew this exactly what would happen. But it's just got to wait its turn, so to speak. I'll just kind of leave that at that. But here we are, and boy, what a sweetheart!
It's really been about 9 months in the making.
Well, and the whole thing has been like 4 years.
Yeah, I was talking with my PBA. It's a woman, real nice gal, and she was very adamant about the fact that it was 9 months in the making, or they've been waiting 9 months to launch it, and it's just really kept her walking on eggshells to get the everything done and in place. So, and it's interesting how they have it structured, but let's go into it right now. So this is the back office of iPAS, the iPAS2 system, and Chris has really done a good job of laying it out on it's easy to follow. There's just a wealth of information in the back office from many different things. From I think this is the formula. This is the formula. I'll go ahead and click this. There's some things here I'm sure he does not want to be seen at. Oh, I can't do that there, so I got to do it over here. So let's see. So this is my PBA down here, and this gets into all the different things of what what the iPAS system is. I won't get into any of that, but Gary, could you hear that? Or to Gary, come in, Gary. Anyway.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I didn't know if you guys could hear Chris Jones or not. This is basically your dashboard, and this is one thing that's really cool here. We have stats. I'm not going to get into the stats. The leaderboard is irrelevant. I don't know whether he wants everybody to see it. It's not current. That's the problem. But this calculator is real interesting. And what's interesting about this calculator, it gives you the ability to, first of all, you can select the plan. I'm going to do calculator with clicks, I'm on the black, so I do black. And let's say my cost of clicks were 70 cents. And I'm doing 400 a day, 2,500, this week, 7 days, and these are the ratios. These are a little bit off, but all you gotta do is hit calculate, and then it populates down here how much if you buy 2,500 clicks and you're getting 400 clicks a day. I mean, this is for a week, 1 week basically, maybe 6 days. These are the numbers that come out the other end, where your net profit is $23,000. It's pretty impressive. One of the things I'll go and say that I don't believe these numbers are completely accurate right here, because there's no really track record yet. I have no track record other than the averages of what they've come up with. But my traffic is a little bit different, and and my salespeople are a little bit different. So, the numbers are going to be different as well. So, but it's pretty interesting how they can spit out this, with entering with these numbers, and that's the calculator. We're real interesting and not too easy to do, but they put it back in there. And again, you have the leaderboard. There's a video center with some training videos and so forth. This one is interesting, the setup wizard. And this setup wizard goes through, there's a lot of videos, so I'm going to try and hold it all off here so you don't have to listen to it all. Well, I'm not going to go on to that one. I'm going to move right along. Okay, yeah. This is these are the iPAS products. The Fast Start Pro, Silver, Gold, Black, and 6-year shortcuts. These are all internal products for iPAS2 that we paid on as well. There's a bunch of different videos underneath each one, and showing you what the products are. These all correspond to the 5 different levels of Empower Network products as well. So it's a wealth and an abundance of training. The Marketing Center really is the area that I spend most of the time in, and this is where you get to track all of your marketing and so forth. Right now they've got just one sales page. So it's actually a very good one. I watched the whole video. The video is about 20 minutes long, and the backdoor sales are good as well. Adam does a great job. It's very convincing, and I like it as well. I'm not real too geeked up on my traffic. These are just a contact database, shows the commissions, your complete downline. I can't show that, any of those. I will show the campaign stats though, and that just started today. And let's update it and see where we're at here. This is the landing page, which I just showed you, the Adam Whiting. And so far today, I've had 84 hits to the website, 59 unique leads or hits, six leads. Actually came generated 6 leads and no sales yet. I really don't expect any sales, other than I've actually done a little bit of sales, but I don't expect any sales from this traffic source here. And by the way, this is the internal traffic source. This is a Jesse Sotomayor, PowerClicks.com software or lead, which are very good. And I don't expect to see any of these sales like this for about 3 days, and that's when I expect to start seeing things start to pop. Um, then there's a community tab. This is an interesting tab. It's almost like Facebook. Chris wants to make it like Facebook. It's not set up yet, but it's coming. Chris says it's going to be launched any day now. But it's a system platform where you can communicate with all the other iPAS members, and just like you do on your Facebook page. So you can come in and you can send text or timeline messages back and forth to any other member on iPass, through the community section. I haven't seen what it looks like, but all I can do is, share with what, Chris has shared with me. Then there's other things like a 200 club that's coming, 100 club. Again, these are, networks of people that have achieved these levels, 20,000, per month, 100,000 per month. And then there's an about me section. It's just a real simple, about me for your sponsor, show your sponsor, and you do all the other stuff that you have to do, upgrade and so forth. Then the last thing, well, actually, probably shouldn't be showing that, but yeah, well, that's all right. It doesn't matter. It shows the little bit of in one day what I've sold or what the PBA has sold for me here with the two. Silver and gold packages, $1,000 in each. So I made $2,000 my first day with iPass. So not a bad start. So anyway, but I like going back to the dashboard. Yeah, the dashboard, and going from there. And that's iPass. It's very robust. Once they changed the servers, never had any kind of issues. Being iPass Black, is where you want to be. You don't want to be really anywhere else. You start where you have to start, but try to get to Black as quickly as possible, because that's where you have your PBA that does all the work for you, and that's really what makes it worthwhile for me. Freeing up my time, to get things done. So. It's pretty simple process. I don't with what Chris has has shown in the past and what he anticipates being able to roll out in the future. I see it being a very good thing. I'm curious on where he goes next with it. I mean, obviously first was Empower Network, but I guarantee there's other people lining up. Especially with these PBAs, because that makes a world of difference. I guarantee you, David Wood, is probably foaming at the mouth at this, because, this is what he originally wanted for Power Network way back when. Having a personal assistant, assigned to every single, affiliate, to position them properly and help them, conduct sales, and that's exactly what iPass does. So anyway, that's the quick and down and dirty on iPass. What do you think about it, Gary?
What I like the most about that, and it seems kind of simple. I mean, the marketing and everything is great, but that calculator, when you're on it, what you do, guys, is you set whatever your goals are in there, and it tells you what you have to do step by step, and it resets itself. Like for the level of goal that you're trying to hit or achieve, and then you click calculate or whatever, and it lays out a step-by-step plan for you, simple to follow, that you have to do to hit your goal. That is just so super cool to me, because never anywhere on the internet will you find anything like this, that you can put in the different numbers and it will give you a different strategy of what you have to do to achieve what you want to achieve. This is the first time the internet has ever seen anything like this. Guys, it's cool. It's damn cool. Like I said, when we're going through this and the top producer formula, I wished I was starting over again right now and knew nothing about the internet. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, your brain is wrapped around the old school stuff so tightly, and this is new school. I mean, guys, you can come in here and compete like a guru with the gurus that have been online for years and years. You can compete with them hands down, right there nose to nose with them, and being a complete newbie.
Yeah, this iPAS2 is a pretty good example of what I'm talking about when it comes to creating wealth. You know,
Yeah.
with the iPAS2, you're going to have people that have never picked up the phone, that don't like to even talk to people at all. They're going to be creating wealth, because they're driving traffic and they're paying for traffic. I haven't paid, for any of my traffic. Did you see the leads and everything I had in there? 84 leads in the first day? No, okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I mean, I just pay for traffic. I mean, that's all I've done is just pay for traffic, and that's all I plan on doing.
Uh-huh.
And maybe when I have more time and my desk clears a little bit, but honestly, I don't see that happening anytime soon. There's just too much going on.
Yeah.
But with this
Remember some of
iPad
the
2,
signups? Remember some of the signups that we've had coming in, and they just wanted to buy their way in. They didn't want to do anything.
yeah, yeah,
They didn't want to
yeah,
learn anything or do anything. Well, now you can, and you
right,
can
exactly.
absolutely keep yourself in the dark and learn nothing and still do well. And if you want to take that to a different level, do some learning.
Yeah, scale it up and just and focus on learning what the Empower Network products are all about. And apply them somewhere else, like some of the other things that we're currently doing outside of Empower Network that are very, very, very strong, very, lucrative, extremely lucrative, and only going to get bigger and better, So, and I don't know if I told you this or not, Gary, but some of these other projects that we're in, primarily one in particular,
Uh-huh.
Empower higher ups are jumping on board with that deal, you know, bigger than
Oh, I
things,
know.
and they're still doing the Empower Network stuff, but this other project, there's just too much money in it, way too much money in it, and it's
Oh,
simple, it's easy, So
well, see,
anyway,
this answers to the main question that so many people have come in. They come in on a limited budget. So this is
yeah,
allowing you to do that and scale yourself up on a massive level quickly, which gives you
yeah,
the capital to do the other ventures and diversify yourself. I strongly believe in that. Never
right,
should you have everything into one ball game.
no,
You know,
exactly,
keep yourself
and
diversified just like a stock portfolio, and you want to do that same with any one of your income streams, and that's what this is allowing so many people to do. It's getting to be exciting, Mike. I think we might have been a little ahead of the curve, shooting that 2014 was going to be the break year. I don't think it quite made it, but it's definitely going to be 15. I mean, hands
uh,
down, it's going to be 15. Well, I know how we're positioning ourselves for that, and it's a can't miss for us because of what the strategies we're laying out to do.
no,
So
2014 is not over yet either. So,
yeah,
you
I
know,
know, I know.
I mean, we basically have the last 4 months, September, October, November, and December, left. And granted, yeah, it's a holiday season, not a whole lot gets done then, but it's still 1/3 of the year is left,
Oh,
you know. So
actually, that's when I do the bulk of my income.
yeah, yeah, that's
That,
with a lot of
that
people.
last quarter.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So,
well, the main thing we wanted to show tonight was this iPass back office, and in the weeks ahead, we're going to be showing, a lot more of what the iPass is capable of doing as more modules are brought on and expanded and opened up. But I got to tell you, I'm very impressed, especially since I moved on to these new servers. I was very disappointed at the very beginning because you couldn't even log on, and I knew the servers were down, and I wasn't going to sit there and play with it, knowing that there's probably 50 or 5,000, 10,000 other people doing the same thing. I'm just
Yeah.
going to wait until I get it fixed, and wait if it's a month, a week, a day, whatever. But it only took them a day to fix it, actually just a few hours, and now it works flawlessly. But I'm very impressed with the system, and I'm eager to see it. I'm eager to scale up on it, basically. I have a set number of leads I'm bringing in a week, but I'm going to triple that. And
Hey,
and
Mike, that's a good example there too, because so many people don't understand the word scale, and basically means growth. And never before has there been a platform to scale so easily and understand what scaling means, and grow yourself up in this simple platform.
no, no. I want to see some immediate return initially, which I already have for the most part. And then just kind of like I said, scale it up.
Yeah, yeah,
And three times the amount of leads coming in, which I'm doing now, and it also means three times the income.
yeah.
So I know I've got a set budget on a weekly basis that I'm spending on iPAS2, knowing that by doing so, the end of the month, is going to be sufficient. Just the numbers that I have, for every $1 I put into iPass 2, I get $3 out. So it pays me the $1 back, and then I get $2 extra on top of it. So if I put in 1,000, I get 3,000 out. And if I
Yeah.
want to net $9,000 a month with with iPass, then I've got to put 4,000 in, 5,000 in, to net nine.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty
and
much the rule of thumb, wasn't it? Like for every dollar you spend, you should make four back.
It's three. It's three actually, but it's I mean it's good numbers.
Oh
So you don't
yeah.
keep
When
me
you get to that
complaining.
point, when you get to that point, Mike, do you care how much you put in?
Well, it's still a matter of economics. I mean, what
Yeah.
I can't put 50 in when I only got 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
but what I'm saying, it's kind of the sky's the limit at that point. If for every dollar you put in, you're making three back. Well, what's
yeah,
what's holding you back?
exactly. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, yeah.
Real good problem to have. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for tonight. Take it on home. We're going to make this a little short. Just a lot going on. I've got an early flight in the morning, and I've still got about 4 or 5 hours worth of work to do tonight. I did want to show everyone the iPass system, and I hope everyone got a good glimpse of it. Um, excuse me. And in order to get the iPass, two system and become part, you have to become part of Empower Network, and that's what the buttons are for below. I recommend level 3. That's where you're spending the least amount of money to maximize the largest amount of return. And then you'll also have access to this iPass system, which I just showed you. And we're for the next couple of weeks, I'm sure we're going to be showing you iPass as well, with probably some of the other things that we're doing. One in particular deal that we're doing, which could kind of change a few things for us here at Team Certainty, but it's all for the better, and it's all about having our members make money. We've never been interested in having a big team. All we're interested in doing is people making money, and the stuff that we're doing right now, instead of putting that in the back office, and I'll just share it with people now. Gary, you and I have discussed this as well with the other members, that instead of putting some of the things that we're doing in the back office, we're just going to do weekly hangouts for the people that are involved, because so much is changing, and it's moving so quick. By the time you put it in the back office, it's outdated. So what we'll be doing is we'll be doing weekly hangouts, for members of Team Certainty that want to participate in these certain endeavors that we're doing. And some of them are put together, some of them are on your own type deal, but they're all very lucrative and quite lucrative. And one in particular has a huge upside potential and long range residual as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting more time into that, in the weeks ahead. So thanks everyone for showing up tonight. Appreciate it. We hope Mr. Iron Dane Wisher gets better, feels better, and Gary as well. Gets 100% back to him. Do you have any closing comments you'd like to share with the listeners, Gary?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, this is such a unique opportunity that it's just exciting to me on so many different levels, and we're currently cutting new videos and things to help people. A lot of times, so much of this stuff is such a simple deal, and it's a great deal for everybody. But some of the things that you have to do are going to confuse some people, and so it's as simple as make some videos and show people how to do this stuff very simply, and you're going to just have a mass load of signups, and basically that's what iPAS2 has done, and what we're doing now currently with yet another product, and it's just exciting stuff to me that you know, for the hard work that this team has put in, you know, in this, and everyone involved. It's great to see a payday upon us. You know, it's just falling all over us. You know, it comes down to that. Do you care how much you spend because you're going to bring so much back, and this, that, and the other? But you know, get on board with this stuff, guys, and it's never been a better time. Exposure is a big thing on the internet, and then two, no matter what you do, that's what's unique about the Empower product that so many people overlook because they get wrapped up into how much Empower can I sell. It's also what it can do for what you're currently doing, whatever your current business is. You can catapult yourself to the top producer status in anything that you do with the information that is available to you here in this platform. It's second to none. It's stuff that anybody that doesn't look at that top producer formula stuff in the back office Empower Network is missing the boat. There's stuff back there that are huge secrets. If you do anything on the internet at all, you need to know this stuff. I mean, it's very, very valuable, and they break it down in a super simple way and even help you build pages that are effective and that will work. And different things are taken into calculation, where you put the button to click and what colors you use and stuff like that. They have analyzed this thing to absolute death. So it makes it a no-brainer for you, and it's going to be a home run for you anytime you use this stuff because it is such high quality. And it's just built from people that are very, very successful and have achieved unbelievable heights upon the internet and internet marketing, and just marketing as a whole, even offline marketing. I mean, this stuff is second to none, guys, and you know, never before on the internet has anybody seen anything like this stuff or had access to it so simply. That's the key. Set it and forget it type stuff. And
no, you said it. You said it in a mouthful, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And in the weeks ahead, you know, people are going to see from us, you know what this iPads can do. You know, I'm going to be showing it on a weekly basis here. So we'll go ahead and say that and take it on home now, and come back and on either Saturday, this coming Saturday or Wednesday. So thank you, viewers, for checking in with us tonight. Again, we're going to cut this a little bit short tonight because we've got flights to catch and some other things to do this evening. I need to speak with Gary here for about another 30 minutes before I head out and catch a flight. So thank you, viewers, and we'll be back next Wednesday and probably this Saturday as well from 11 to 11:30. There's a chance we won't be able to make the Saturday session, but we will be back on certainly on Wednesday next week. So enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend, upcoming weekend, fun times, fun football, fun soccer, wherever you're at. Stay safe, keep your head low, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us tonight. Take care.
hey, everybody.